Hi, I'm Mike Mason, Call of Cthulhu line editor at Chaosium.
And I'm Lynne Hardy, the assistant line editor for Call of Cthulhu at Chaosium.
And this is a short series of short introduction videos about Masks of Nyarlathotep and Call of Cthulhu. So, Lynn, what's Call of Cthulhu?
Call of Cthulhu is a role-playing game set in the 1920s, mostly based on the works of the American author Howard Philip Lovecraft.
Lovecraft lived in the early 20th century, and that's when he wrote his stories. And the game predominantly tends to be set in that kind of 1920s jazz era. But you can also play it in other times, can't you?
You can play it in the Victorian era in the gaslight setting. You can play it in the modern era. And you can also play it now in the 1930s with the pulp setting.
Yeah, we'll talk about pulp another time, yeah?
We will.
But Call of Cthulhu, so you sit around a table with your friends and you play through a mystery that's normally ends in some sort of revelation and horror, and your character is an investigator delving into the secrets of the mythos, the Cthulhu mythos, trying to learn things that man should not know.
Basically, yes. And one of the key things about this game is that your characters are known for going insane by the end of things, as they learn more and more things about the universe that man's brains just really can't comprehend and cope with.
Well, it all comes back to that kind of Lovecraft's horror, cosmic horror, where man's place in the cosmos is so insignificant that in the face of these kind of alien godlike entities, that if we were able to fully comprehend them, we would just go out of our minds, because we can't comprehend these kind of alien intelligences that are kind of almost multi-dimensional in their outlook, and we are but ants to them. And that's the kind of the background to the whole kind of game. But obviously in the game sense, we deal with more kind of manageable things as well. So, human worshippers of these Cthulhu mythos entities like Cthulhu and Yog-Sothoth and Nyarlathotep, and they're cultists and mad followers and crazed wizards who you come across and have to deal with.
Yeah, basically you're the good guys trying to stop the bad guys from gaining power to wreak havoc all over the world.
But it's a really engaging system. You get drawn into a mystery, and the actual game mechanics as well are fairly simple. They're based off Chaosium's well-known basic role-play system, BRP, which uses percentile dice to determine how you succeed and how you go through the adventures. For example, you might be able to shoot a gun at 50%, let's say, which means you've got a 50-50 chance of succeeding with a percentage roll. It might be that you're really good at research, and so your library use roll for finding out information in libraries is 80%. So most of the time you're going to be able to successfully find that information and move through the plot in the game.
And the whole idea really at the end of the day is to get together with your friends and tell an entertaining story with horror elements.
This is it. And if you want to try it, if you've never played Call of Cthulhu before, it's really easy to get into. You can download a free starter kind of PDF for Call of Cthulhu, which is called the Quick Start Rules. And that gives you all the very basic rules and includes an adventure to play through, which is a free download off the chaosium.com website. But also there's another free download called Alone Against the Flames, which is actually a solo play. So you actually play through on your own. But as you play through that kind of choose your own adventure kind of mystery, it actually teaches you how the game works, and you create a character, and then when you get to certain segments where the game's mechanics come into play, it actually tells you how to play them. And so by the end of actually playing through an evening's adventure, you've actually already got a great grasp of the rules. So downloading Alone Against the Flames and the Call of Cthulhu Quick Start Rules is a great way of just getting a taste for the game.
And also, if you have a friendly local game shop, go along and see if they have anyone who's running games evenings where they're doing Call of Cthulhu, if you'd like to try as well.
And of course, there's plenty of podcasts and video casts of games in action. You can listen to live plays and all sorts. There's a massive kind of online community for supporting Call of Cthulhu. So there's plenty of ways to kind of get involved and find out a little bit more.